How's everyone doing today? My name is Ryan. I am one of the commercial sales managers here at the Abs Company, coming to you live from our showroom here in beautiful Chester, New Jersey. I'm joined by my colleague Cathy, who's going to be helping us out today.
Hi.
As you all know, we are here to talk about one of the biggest trends in fitness. Now, I'm wondering, like, if we had polled you guys as to what you thought that was going to be, how many would guess correctly? Well, I'll unveil it to you now. The subject today is glutes. So we're going to talk about glutes today and really how a lot of fitness operators in our industry aren't maximizing on that trend in the way that they could be. So I'll start you off kind of with, the state of the union, if you will, in the fitness industry. So where we're at, as you know, in the last 5 to 10 years, there's been this huge surge towards strength training in general. What I love to see, especially as a dad to a little girl, is really how many more females are doing strength training now. There are more females on the weight room floor throwing some serious weight around than guys in a lot of cases. I think that's really exciting and something we should be super psyched about as an industry as a whole. But with that comes really this surge also in glute training, right? People are really interested in training their glutes. And we're kind of dealing with a more educated fitness experience these days too, because people are doing their own research, right? They're on Instagram, they're on TikTok. In fact, last year, 3.1 billion, that's billion with a B, 3.1 billion people searched for glute workouts on TikTok. Now, just think about that number, right? And if you had to make a bet, if part of that 3.1 billion people was part of your members or your prospective members, I think it's a pretty safe bet. So the interest is out there. What we're finding as a whole, though, is a lot of fitness operators don't really deliver on glute equipment that can help people to get the results that they're looking for. You see a lot of, clubs and facilities where there's maybe one or two glute pieces. They're from different brands. They're very different. It's kind of hard to pick them out. A lot of times too, you see people kind of rigging up their own glute workouts, which can be unsafe. It can be dangerous. They see something on TikTok or Instagram. They try to replicate it. I'm sure you've seen that too. The great news is that the Abs Company can really help you with this. What we have is a cohesive line of glute equipment that helps your members to get the results they want. Not only is it effective, but it's really easy to understand and to use. So whether you're a YMCA or you're like a hardcore CrossFit kind of gym, we have the equipment that can make your members successful. So without further ado, I want to show you this equipment here in our glute zone. You might be able to guess that I myself am not a glute model, so I'm not going to be demoing the equipment today. That's why Cathy's here. She's going to do a great job. So you ready to get started?
Yep.
Awesome. So guys, we are going to start over here with our Glute Coaster TL. Now, this is kind of our version of the glute kickback, and the focus here is on really allowing your body to move the way that it's supposed to. So you can see here, instead of Cathy kicking like straight back and arching her back, it's a very smooth down and back motion. How does it feel, Cathy?
Very good. Very
Comfortable?
Yes.
So no spinal flexion. Again, she's not bending her back at all. There's a weight stack on this up to 200 pounds. So there's some serious range there for people of every different level. Again, that is the Glute Coaster TL. All right, we're going to move right along here to our total glute. Now, this is becoming a favorite here at the Abs Company because it's super versatile. So as you can see here, Cathy is working with the standing abductor. And what we noticed industry-wide as a trend is people are getting on these abductor machines and they're not using the seat, right? They're squatting like Cathy is because you're pretensing your glutes. So we said, let's just get rid of the seat, right? And what happened when we did that is it leaves you with this space at the back of the machine. Here, Cathy's going to move back. This platform. And now she's got a spot where she can do all of her other glute exercises. So her squats, she can work down towards a deadlift. If she steps down with one foot, she can go into like a Bulgarian split squat.
Okay.
Go. Now, if she turns around, also she can work towards like step ups, lunges, making her work today.
Interesting.
Step ups, lunges, really a bunch of different variations you can do. This machine is great if you're a facility where space is kind of at a premium and you want to offer an exciting glute machine. You can pack a lot in with this machine. Again, that is the total glute. All right, moving right along. I'm going to zoom in for you guys so you can see a little bit better here. My camera would follow. There we go. So, hip thrusts, one of the most popular and effective glute exercises out there. There's a lot of different types of hip thrust machines out there. Our focus with the Glute Lift Elite was making it comfortable, making it simple. So simplicity here, you can see Cathy just put the belt on. There's no levers, there's no bar across her lap. You put on this really comfortable belt and just strap in. Comfort. Lower foot plate. A lot of these machines, Cathy's feet would be starting up here. So once again, she's arching her back to get that hip thrust. This is a more natural starting position. Last but not least, my favorite thing about this, probably Cathy's favorite thing, is this rounded back pad, if you guys can see that. If you're doing a hip thrust off of a flat surface, again, you kind of arch your back. This is going to give her support and comfort through the whole movement. So Cathy, if you will. You guys can't see it, but she's got this loaded up to the max. Cathy's a beast.
It's easy. It's good.
How's it feel?
Good, great,
Awesome.
natural.
All right, so we're going to move along now to the other hip thrust option we have, our Glute Lift Pro. So that obviously was the pin loaded version. Over here, the Glute Lift Pro, you have our plate loaded version. So same thing, lower foot plate, rounded back pad, very simple belt. The big difference here though, obviously, is it's plate loaded, but I'm going to tell you what customers love about this machine. Very simple, but very effective. You'll notice here, the arms, sorry, Cathy, the arms move independently. So the left and right arm move independently. What does that mean? It means when Cathy goes into her hip thrust, it's going to feel like she's lifting a barbell, right? Because she has to balance left and right. So it helps with her stability. It makes sure she's not favoring one side. Plus, you know, just general feedback I get. A lot of people like the feel of hip thrusting with a barbell, but it's a little uncomfortable. This allows them to get that feel, but it's got a belt across their lap instead of a bar.
Yeah, it's
so
nice and padded.
Awesome.
And it feels slightly different than the other one.
Good.
In that way.
Which one do you like better?
That's a tough call. I'm leaning more towards this one though. It's always been that one. So you know, I like them both.
Depends on the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to move the camera back a little bit, guys, just so you can see the next two pieces. Bear with me. All right, let's get the camera back. There we go. All right. So this next piece I'm going to show you is another hip thrust option. This focuses on kind of a smaller footprint and even more simple design. So the glute lift, really, again, smaller footprint. So this probably wouldn't be the piece on your main floor. You know, you would have the Glute Lift Elite or the Glute Lift Pro. But because that's so popular, this glute lift is an awesome, low price, small footprint option, like for your turf area or a functional space where you have another place for people to do hip thrusts in a smaller footprint. The cool thing about this though, is instead of using weight plates or weight stack, it uses bands. So behind Cathy here, you've got these bands that attach to the belt, to the machine. Now, she could do this on her own. You don't need a buddy to set it up. But what's really cool is the bands are also bolted into the machine, so they're not going to, walk away to the other side of the club, so to speak. Now, Cathy has this hip thrust option. Go ahead.
Okay.
So you got 4 bands of varying resistance on each side. You can really get this thing up there with resistance. How's that one feel?
Yeah, great. I like this one a lot.
Awesome. So again, guys, super popular exercise. You really can't have enough hip thrust options. This gives you another great one for people to use. All right, and our grand finale. Hopefully Cathy's hamstrings are warmed up. So a lot of you have probably seen the hip thrust. The Nordic curl, right? When people are in your club and they're trying to go all the way down flat on their hamstring strength. They're rigging up ways to do it. They've got their feet under benches and all that. We came up with a way to give them that Nordic curl exercise with progressive training. So check this out. So Cathy now can work on her Nordic curl, strengthening those hamstrings just to this level here. This is an adjustable bench. So most people, myself included, can't get all the way down to the ground. Now she's got a way to work up towards that. So now the next level, no pressure, you don't have to. That's pretty good. But long story short, you know, she keeps training, she keeps hitting the Nordic curl on this machine, and eventually, before long, she can go all the way down flat to this level. This is another small footprint piece that really packs a punch. Perfect for your turf area, your functional space, or with your other glute equipment on the main floor. What's even cooler is this is part of the raffle. We're giving this away for folks who join us on the Zoom presentation. So you are officially registered to win a Nordic curl. So we'll be letting the winner know soon when that happens. So
It's a good one. You can feel it.
yeah, 1 or 2 reps, 1 or 2 reps on this, and you're good.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate your time joining us here today. I hope it was informative. I hope you got to see something new. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. Again, my name is Ryan at the Abs Company. Happy to help, happy to answer any other questions, and hope you all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Thanks so much.